How do Justin? Sounds like he's in prison. How do Scott?
Hello, Alan. I'd like to watch Chisholm.
How do Daniel?
Hello, Alan. I was down the Arcs the other day and I need to fix...
Down the what?
The Arcs of the arcade.
What are the Arcs?
The arcades.
Oh, the arcades. Ring me back and speak English in future. Hello, Daniel. Hello, James.
Alan, there was a frog and a rabbit and they were walking through the woods. And the frog bumps into the rabbit and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. You should watch where you're going." The rabbit goes, "I'm blind, I'm afraid." The frog goes, "Oh, so am I." So the frog goes, "Well, I'd like to know what you look like. Can I feel you?" So he goes, "Yeah, of course." So
it's years old, this. Absolutely years old. How do H?
Alright, Alan. What's red and green and goes 300 miles an hour?
I don't know.
A frog and a liquidizer.
Doesn't go at 300 miles an hour. How do Mike? How do Neil?
Hello, Alan. I'd like to talk about possibility of war breaking out recently.
Go on. Not really loud enough, Neil. Never mind. How do Ben?
Hello. Yeah, I'd like to talk about football, please.
Well, you can't. You're onto the wrong programme. We don't talk about football on this programme. It's crap. How do Jim?
Don't you forget about me.
I wasn't thinking of doing.
Bring him if you dare.
Allan Beswick, the late night show.
And the telephone number is Preston 561,000.
24 hours a day, Red Rose Radio.
How do Cuthbert? Goodbye, Cuthbert. We haven't got all night. Hello, Oswald.
Oswald on the radio, 97.3 FM. Howdy to all YouTubers out there. This is DJ Oswald, your friendly neighborhood DJ. And just before we get this show on the road, here's a little jingle. OZWALD. Oswald on the radio. Right, let's start off with a couple of letters. Dear Oswald, please could you say hello to Mike and Ant? Well, enough of that crap. And straight into the...
Excuse me, Oswald, one of the things you must learn is not to nick other people's mannerisms. Good night. How do Andrea?
Hello, Alan.
Hello.
What's called a spider with no legs?
A blob.
A current.
A current we'll have. Thank you very much, Andrea. Ta-da. How do Bill?
Hello, Alan. I think that all smoking should be banned, yeah? But and I know this would cause short-term complications, but in the long term, I think it'd do, it'd be a lot better for the country.
In what way would it be better?
Well, us non-smokers wouldn't have to put up with, like, the smokers smoke. Because, like, the adverts that you have on your own radio station say, we've got to put up with their smoke, and we breathe it in and everything, and we're being affected by,
This is absolutely true, but I put to you the point we put to the earlier caller, which I think was you anyway, and that is, what do you do about the motor car?
Well, you ban you make all the petrol lead-free.
That won't get rid of the carbon dioxide.
Yeah, but you see, you're fat. You're fat.
I know. Yeah. How do Tony?
Yeah, in official circumstances when people say your name backwards, for instance, Beswick Allan. Well, this chap that the Queen's got visiting, I can't remember his name.
Well, you're not going to have much luck doing it backwards then, are you? How do Ben?
Yeah, Alan, let's talk about UFOs.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah, well, I walked along this moor tonight, and I saw a UFO, and it come down, and this little man got out, and he says to me, "Who are you?" And
how do you know he was a man?
Well, he looked like one. Well, he wasn't himself.
He looked like a man?
Yeah, he looked like...
Would you like to describe him?
Yeah, well, he had two big... He looked exactly like a man, but he had green hair. He looked a lot like a punk.
Well, he was probably a punk rocker, or a punk saucer. Hello, Simon.
Oh, Alan. I'd like to talk about Mr. Reagan, please. Well, the Libyans are terrorists. Well, could the Americans not just blow them off the planet of the Earth?
Well, all Libyans aren't terrorists. Very difficult for a 4.5-year-old child to be a terrorist, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Well, would you like to tell me what you mean, just in case I don't know?
Well, I mean, could the Americans...
If we blow Libya off the face of the earth, as you so quaintly put it, we will be blowing little babies off the face of the earth.
Yes,
Is
they
that
might grow up to be terrorists.
Well, they may well, but they won't if we blow them off the face of the earth. Let us face it, Simon. You may become a terrorist, so let us put a bullet through your empty brain. How do, Craig?
Hello, Allan. There was a burning rabbit in the forest having a crap.
Ah, yes. No, the fur doesn't stick to it, thank you. Hello, Ian. Goodbye, Ian and John. How do? Oh, John's gone as well. What a couple of plebs they must be. Hello, Andrew.
Alan, an alien goes into a pub and he says to the barman, I'd like a pint of lager, please. The barman says to him, sorry, sir, we don't serve aliens against company regulations. And he says, I'll buy your drinks and everybody else's drinks here. And he says, sorry, sir, I can't waive the regulations. I've got to be strict. And he goes, look, I'll buy your drinks, my drinks, and everybody else's drinks here for the whole night. So the barman, all the people in the pub are cheering him and everything. The barman decides, OK, then go on then. So he says, so the whole night goes through, everybody's had a great time, and at the end of the night he calls Ty, the barman. Says to Alien, well done, sir, we've had a great time, brought in lots of custom. Here's the bill, £667. The alien says, got change of his zonk.
Thank you very much. How do, Michael?
Allan, have you ever heard of a shipwright?
A shipwright?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Monkey Joe!
Monkey Joe indeed. How do, David?
Hello, Alan. I'd like to talk about man's foulest friend, the dog. I mean, there's a publicised row over the dog who made a mess of the neighbour's garden. Must be one that's being quietly and regularly repeated all over the country. I mean, the urban dog is unhygienic. Heaven forbid that you or I, when our children are caught short, would allow them to perform over the pavement outside Tesco's or in the park. And yet perfectly civilised people living in houses with hot and cold water, bidets, and harpic in the ensuite bathrooms cannot understand why the rest of the object to the pavements and parks being fouled in this way. I mean, dogs are wonderful, loyal and doting creatures, but until they can train their owners to clean
I don't know why you're saying they're wonderful, doting creatures. Dogs are stupid little things on four legs that crap on things. They're not worth having. All stray dogs should be shot
but until they can train
should be rounded up, taken away, and a bullet through their brain.
But until they can train their owners to clean up after them, they should be banned from all inner city areas.
Thank you very much. How do, Alan?
Hello, Alan. Right, Al, I want to talk about homebrew, right?
About what?
About homebrew. About
The group?
They can
Or...
make beer, alright?
Oh, home brewing that. You see, when I'm on stage at Coronation Hall in Ulverston, and indeed when I'm on stage at the Nuffield Theatre in Lancaster, the support band is called Homebrew. I thought you were going to tell me about them. It seems not. You're on about the booze you make at home.
Yeah, right. I've got this brother, right, and he's 15, right, and he's making...
Why do you keep saying right?
Right, it's just a saying I keep on saying.
Okay, well, stop keeping on saying the saying you keep on saying.
Okay. Anyway, my brother, he's 15, and his mate's making his homebrew, and he's selling it to me.
How old is his mate?
Because I make homebrew, his dad keeps on thinking it to me, and he's going on at me, so I mean, what do you reckon I should do?
I reckon you should tell your dad it's not you. How do, Neil?
Good evening, Alan. Just for inquiry, really. It must be admitted that about 90% of the people that listen to your programme actually dislike you as a person.
That's a matter of opinion. I don't see why it has to be admitted.
Well, I'd have thought so, personally. But even so, it must be something psychological that makes these people that actually dislike you listen to your programme.
The truth is, Neil, that I meet lots of people who listen to this programme, and the impression I get is that they rather like the fact that I am forthright and open, and I don't sit here and give namby-pamby bullshit to half-brained pillocks. Yeah. You see, turn on your television and you can hear Mr. Wogan spewing out his puerile vomit 3 nights a week. Listen to any radio presenter, and you never actually hear them say what they think. Very occasionally they might hint that they don't think the record they just played is the greatest sound ever heard. I don't. If I think it's puerile crap, I say it's puerile crap, and I think people rather like that.
Yeah, I personally like your programme.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Absolutely adore it. It's just...
Thank you very much. How do, John?
Hello, Alan. I'd like to talk about shooting. If I may.
You may.
Well, you say... I
thought you were going to talk about it. I know what I say.
Well,
I know exactly what I say.
Yeah. Well, I go shooting with a rifle at back of my house.
And what do you shoot?
Rabbit.
You're foul.
Yes, but...
You're foul. Go away. I don't even want to speak to you. You're a puerile, disgusting swine. Hello, Ben.
Hi, Al.
Too young. Bed is the place for you, child, and has been for some 2 hours. Hello?
That's a beautiful lounge suite, TC. Where did you get it?
At Victoria Furnishings, alongside the bus station in Cleveland.
How do, Jules?
Hello, Allan, and welcome to another stupendous VirTube. And amongst our many guests, we have Brian Walden.
Hello, Mr. Beswick. I'd just like to say how great it is to be on Weekend World with you. And what are your feelings on that, Mr. Beswick? I just think, what's it like to be a superstar?
Aren't you going to do my voice?
No, I'm not.
No. Well,
not very good at that one.
No, it would seem that you're not very good at either of them. But your Jules and your Brian Walden will be absolutely wonderful when your voice breaks.
My God, thank you, Allan.
Pleasure, madam. How do, Joseph?
Hello, Allan.
Oughtn't you to be in bed, child? Hello, Darren. Sorry, Diana. Hello, Diana.
Mystery, you made me want it. Got a pedestal on it. You made me love you higher. Feeling something that you do. Oh, and there was I not dancing with anyone. They took the mystery and made me on you see in my heart you went die, everything for you. I'm in the middle of a train react. The offer after midnight action. I wanna get you what I can learn. So love to me.
Thank you very much, Diana.
Bye.
Don't give up your day job. How do, George?
Hello, Allan.
Hello.
Hello, how you seen Zippy anywhere?
No, as it happens. Hello, Lee.
Alright, Allan, what you call a fat Chinaman? A chunk?
Thank you very much, Lee. Not smart. How do RC?
My wheels.
Well, you are an RC, aren't you? How do Johnny?
Johnny Rambo here. Don't push me. I'll fight for America. I'll blow Gaddafi up. Don't push me. I'll blow him away. Don't push me, Beswick.
I'm sorry, Johnny. I think you ought to do something about your bowels, dear fellow.
Don't get funny, boy. I'll blow you away.
Oh. There. I've just blown him away. How do Ian?
Hello, Mr. Beswick. Red Rose Radio. I've not given up my daytime job yet, by the way.
No, I don't blame you, Ian.
But I love your programme.
I'm sure you do.
Are you still eating Mars bars?
Not at this moment, but I do frequently.
Oh, very good, because they are nice. But I'd rather have a topic.
Well, would you like to pick a topic and we'll chew it over together?
I like it.
I thought you might.
Okay,
Ta-ra.
Mr. Beswick.
Hello, Kev.
Alright, Allan. I wanted to talk about capital punishment. I think it should be brought back.
Why?
Because you got people coming out of prison after so many years, murderers, and they could commit crimes and kill more people, couldn't they?
In answer to the question, couldn't they, I must reply, yes, they could. What we must consider is whether they do or not. Well, Kev, in truth, you could commit murder.
No.
You've got to admit that's possible.
Well, it's possible, but I'm not...
Right, so let's hang you. Well, Kev, what you're saying is, if it is possible that these people might commit the crime again, we should take their life. Well, you might commit it, so pass us the rope and we'll string it up. How do, Raymond?
Do you want to come back to my place after the show, Fancy?
Do I want to?
Yes, please.
In a word, no.
I've got your bed ready.
I'm sorry?
Your bed is ready.
Well, I'm sure it is. Actually got a greeny bed. All right, how do, Martin?
Skimpy dub for Allan because he's fat.
This is true. How do, H?
Right, Allan, I was just trying to tell you about this.
You've got the wrong accent. You're a Mersey maggot. Get off. Hello, How do to Cliff?
Stop myself for crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living doll. Got to do my best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. Got a roaming eye, and that is why.
Excuse me. Ollie. It's a roving eye.
Oh.
Roving.
one and only.
No, go back. We've got to have it right. Got roving eye. We need the roving.
Got myself a crying, talking.
No, we've heard that. Just the sentence, roving eye.
You what? Roving eye?
Roving, yes, roving. You said roaming. It's not roaming, it's roving.
Okay,
so we need the roving.
I've got a roving eye, and that is why she satisfies my soul. Got the one and only walking, talking, living doll.
Thank you very much, Cliff. How do, Oliver?
All right.
That it?
Yeah.
How do, Dan?
How do, Alan? I'd like to talk about TV censorship, if I may.
You may.
Right, thanks. I think it's great.
Oh, good. How do to line 7? Calvin. Hello, Calvin.
Hi, Cameron.
All right, Cameron.
All right, I'd just like to tell you that I think the Romans built straight roads so that...
We've heard it. We don't have racist jokes of that ilk on this show. How do, Mike?
Radio 1, 89, Radio 1.
Wasn't that good?
It was crap. How do... I've forgotten who. Line 1. Derek.
Do you mean me? You most certainly do. It's Barry Norman.
I said the name was Derek.
Which brings me rather sweetly on to the point. What are the Oscars really for? A rather depressing sequel to what are the Oscars really
I'm sorry, your voice will have to break. I've told you this before. It's no good coming in here with a wimpy little voice when you're trying to be Derek Jameson. I'll do line 2. Bill. Thank you very much. Give my regards to Ben and Weed. Hello, Mark. Hello, Mark.
Hello,
Go to bed, Mark. Your mummy will be home from the pub soon, bringing her latest man. How do Zebedee again?
As I was saying, the brain rejected him.
What? What?
As I was saying before, the brain rejected him.
Oh, yeah, well, it would, wouldn't it? Never seen him before. How do line 4? David.
How do, Alan?
Too young. Go to bed. Hello, Janet.
Well, you let me talk about me.
You got the wrong vase for somebody called Janet, you harmless prat. Try a boy's name if you want to get on. Divvy. Hello, Barry.
Good evening, Alan. I would like to talk about ginger plums, please.
Why?
Because I hate you.
What's that got to do with it? I'm not a plum. How do Samantha?
Hello? Hello, Al?
Is that it?
No.
It is. How do Sandra?
I'm glad to know you admit you're a prat, Alan.
I know I'm a prat. I get paid for being one. Why do you do it?
Pardon?
Granted. How do to Mike, I think it is. We can't hear it. You'll have to turn it up, even though you haven't finished paying for it yet. Hello, line 2. Ken.
Yes, Alan. I want to talk about Coronation Street. And I'm not going to let my daughter marry that Mike Baldwin.
I don't blame you. Hello, Ian.
My name is Michael Caine.
I said the name is Ian. Hello, David.
Hello, Alan.
Go to bed. I won't tell you it again. Hello, Donald.
Reek. I hate you, Beswick.
Everybody hates me. I don't mind. I like being hated, especially by plebs. So I'm all right with you. Hello, Ian. Come on, Ian. You forgot your name?
Red Rose Radio.
Well done, Ian. How do, Gareth? He ain't got the brains he was born with, has he, eh? Don't even hear it on the radio, never mind. Line 8, Alice, who is it? Craig.
How do, Alan? Right, this kid, he went to the ice cream man, and he says, "Can I have an ice cream?" And he was hobbling along, he says, "Crushed nuts." He says,
No, I've always walked like this. How do Zebediah?
Hi, did you get the joke?
No. How do Daniel?
Hello, Alan. Well, can I just say something? Right.
Well, already you've said hello, and already you've said, can I just say something? That's 2 things you've said. Now, what's the 3rd one you want to say?
Right. I was walking down the road, and I was just like, "Hello, punk!"
Why don't you walk on the footpath like everybody else? Perhaps you'd like to walk on the road when a bus is coming and give us all a breather. Hello, David.
"Hi, Alan. I sent you, a friend of mine and me sent you a tape recently called the Beswick Rap. I was wondering if you got it."
I don't remember. I get about 3 a week.
It was bits of your voice sort of.
They always are. I get about 3 a week. I chuck them in the bin.
Oh, well, anyway, the other day I also sent you a copy of a Laurel and Hardy magazine. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
No, I put it in a bin.
Oh, you didn't?
I did.
They're very expensive.
Well, you shouldn't have sent it then.
I also sent you some words. Did you like them?
They were all right. They're in the bin.
It's not very nice, is it?
Well, that's why I put it in the bin.
True.
Also, Alan, I sent you, I asked for some photos of all your DJs there.
Yeah.
And a price list, and all I got was one grotty one of you.
Did you get a price list?
No.
Well, there you are. You must be a very disappointed fellow.
I am, really.
You want one of my colleagues? Write to them.
Yeah, did you see Spitting Image last week?
No.
Oh, there's a really funny sketch on it.
Well, good.
Can I tell you about it?
No.
Why not?
Don't want to hear it. If I wanted to hear it, I would have watched it.
Are you going to go to the Laurel Hardy Museum in Ulverston this year?
I may.
Oh, well, you'll really enjoy it.
I might.
I promise you'll have a great time.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, I promise you will, though.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it.
I'm going to the convention next week.
I hope you do, yes.
It's
I hope it's bloody miles away. How do, John?
How do, Alan? I'd just like to say that this lamp called Jason.
How do, Nick? Thank you. How do, Billy?
Oh, well, I'd just like to say that I think Snooker Place should get...
Are you getting... How do, Pete?
All right, Alan. Why are you against Scousers?
Not against them. How do, Paul?
Hello, Alan? Hello, Alan?
Yes, we've done that. What do you want?
Who do you think's going to win the FA Cup?
I neither know nor care. I don't even know who's taking... But oh, yes, I do. It's those two teams from Liverpool. I don't care. How do, Paul? Just done him. How do, Dave?
Is that you, Cyril Smith?
No. How do, Sean?
Hello, Alan. Wonder if you could help me. I was walking my dog the other day, right? And he accidentally made a mess on pavement.
You can't do it by accident. What do you do? Just fall out the back. Don't lie. How do... Who? Oh, I'm not talking to him. I don't believe him. How do, line 5? Caroline. Hello, Caroline. How do, Colin?
Evening, Alan. I'd like to talk about this business involving the British citizen in Libya. I think his name's Hughes, Mr. Hughes or something.
How do, Stephen? We don't use names on this programme, Colin. Goodbye. Hello, Stephen. Goodbye, Stephen. We're not waiting for you. How do, Stephen? Another one. Hello, Stephen. Forget it. Yvonne, how do to you?
How do, Alan? I'd like to talk about underage sex.
We don't appear to have very much to say about it, Yvonne.
Well, I think the social services should do more about it. You know.
In what context?
Pardon?
In what way?
Instead of just letting the kids, you know, have the babies and just leave them be, they should do more about it. They should keep a good eye on them.
Well, they can't keep a good eye on everybody all the time. It isn't physically possible.
Well, that's what they're paid for, to keep an eye on people.
No, they're paid to try to keep an eye on people and try to help people with their lives. But even the government, stupid as it may seem, even the government knows that infallibility cannot be bought.
Oh, I see.
Good. How do, Simon?
Hello, Alan.
Yep.
Why can't a Scouser get AIDS?
Don't know or care, and I remember the first time I heard it, I didn't think it was funny then. Hello, Kenny.
Can you fight Alice?
I've never tried. Hello, Ian.
Red Road Radio.
You're getting better. You're still crap, but you're getting better. You've a long way to go. Somebody calling him or herself Carnelia.
Carnegie.
Oh, it's you again.
No, it's not me again.
Oh, we got two Carnegies.
Yeah. Anyhow, Alan, Postman Pat just got out of his van. Right?
I don't know. You're telling the story. I don't know whether it's right or wrong.
Anyway, and his black and white cat come out after him. Anyway, and this bloke run it over. And he says, oh, sorry, Pat, about running your cat over. And he goes, it's all right, but I always wanted a David Crockett app.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Good grief. I thought it was a joke for a minute. How do, Steve?
Host Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether you could give me any tips, really. Only, I don't know if you're the right person to talk to, like, but all my mates skiss at me. Like, I'm 6 foot, and I'm sort of a bit small, like, do you get what I mean?
I do indeed. There's nothing you can do. Try hanging a brick off it. Well, thank you for your ridiculous point of view. Hello, Nick. Hello, Mick.
Alan?
Yes?
I want to settle an argument for me. A mate just told me a fact that...
Well, if it's a fact, there can be no argument, Mick.
No, I disagree with it. I don't think it is. He said that a boxer went into a shop, fought, gonna fight his opponent, and before when he saw size of him, sat down, crapped in corner.
How do, David?
Hello, Alan. Owen and Bob.
Extraordinary fellow. Hello, Audrey. Are you going to join us, Audrey, or are you busy?
I am, yes,
Ah,
indeed.
very good.
Hello, Bert. Have you got the peerage?
I haven't got the peerage now.
You haven't. I need to know.
A knighthood is on the way, but the peerage we've not got. Hello to nobody. We're going to have a break. This next caller sounds like a nickname for a very tall fireman. Hi, Ozzy.
All right, Allan, huh?
Are you a male or a female?
A male.
Then you're too young. Go to bed. Hello, Neil. Hello, Ian.
I've just had my first sexual experience.
I'm sure you have. I suggest go and wash your hands. Hello, Frederick.
Cedric.
Hello?
Cedric.
Cedric will settle for.
In this lost world, calling up tomorrow, don't you look down like heroes say. Tell me all about it.
God alone knows what he's on about. Hello, How do Stephen? How do Jack? Hello, Jack? No one's there. Never mind. How do Michael?
How do Allan? I've just failed my driving test on a point I don't agree with. The examiner said to me, can you make a U-turn? I said, give me a pair of wellies, I'll make a ties water.
Ta-da! How do Jack? Kath, my apologies, Kath. I've just changed his gender, but it suits you. How do Kath?
Hello, Allan.
Hello?
Shirley Temple.
You're going to correct me.
58 today.
58 today.
Wednesday, April the 23rd.
I
don't think this information is, quote, the inadequacy of that woman, even if it is nearly Thursday the 24th.
What? You're getting me flummoxed now.
That was the last call I made to you.
Oh, I see.
And you said the inadequacy of that woman.
Did I?
On an entirely different subject.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, I don't remember saying it, but if I said it, I must have believed it at the time. Anyway, 50 how many?
58.
58.
Well, 58 today, Wednesday.
And she doesn't look a day over 61. Okay, Kath, thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Ta-ra. So there you are. Shirley Temple Black was 58 today. Indeed, in another 6 minutes' time, she'll be 58 in a lump. I'll do to line 1. Craig.
How do, Al? I want to know why you're such an ass.
Why not? I have to talk to shit, so I might as well be. Hello, Andy.
Hello, Allan. I'm not one of the people you mentioned before, but I'm just on about mentioning the royal family. I don't really believe in the royal family because I think they drain the country.
Drain it of what? I always thought the canals and rivers did that. So
yes,
drain
very good, very good.
Drain the country of what?
They drain the country of money, i.e. they drain people that never see the royal family of money.
But Andy, do you accept the mathematical equation that says that they actually, by their existence, contribute?
They contribute, but into whose pocket? The people in London or the people living in the north like I do?
The answer to that question is, in the main, the people in London. But of course, if you buy a T-shirt in London, it may well have been made in Rawtenstall.
Yes, but when you...
And if that T-shirt is bought by an American or a Greek who otherwise would not be here, then that can be counted as a sale made because we have a royal family.
Yes, but the royal family has existed for so many years.
What has that got to do with it?
And originally, i.e. in Victorian times, there were no, as far as I know, no T-shirts sold.
Well, we're not in Victorian times, Andy. If you're telling me that in Victorian times the royal family was a waste of time, then I'm not equipped to argue with you. But you didn't say in Victorian times, and I, silly as it may seem, assumed you were talking about this day and age.
Yes.
And so I presented you with some of the information available in this day and age, but I'm prepared to bow to your superior knowledge of history and say, Queen Victoria, we don't want her anymore.
No,
even if it's only because she's been dead for 90-odd years, or however long it was. Hello, Howard.
Howard. Hello.
To hear it, Audrey, how much did you get for this conversation? Because I got quite a lot of money, Petal. Hello, Mike. How do David?
Allan, can you tell me why inland calls cost so much money than any other country I can think of?
No.
Well, it's true.
Well, you asked me to tell you why. I'm not questioning it. I'm telling you I can't tell you why.
No, sorry, I won't question you. But it just puzzled me.
Why don't you ask British Telecom?
No, just listen.
Why don't you ask British Telecom? They may well have the answer to your question.
Possible,
Alan.
Well, ask them. How do David?
Hello?
How do Ronald?
I'm pleased to tell you today that
You
I've signed
again.
legislation that will outlaw Russia forever. We begin bombing and fighting.
Yes, we've heard it. It's years old. Hello, Diane.
Hello, love. Clairvoyant love. Hold out your left hand,
No,
please. No, I've never met you before, have I?
I've no idea.
No, I've never met you before in my life.
Are you a clairvoyant?
Yeah.
Are you a good one?
Well, I hope so.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Take a guess now.
Well, I didn't think clairvoyants had.
Well, I'll give two for victory and two for down. Yeah?
Just hand
Right
them up.
now.
How many am I holding up?
3.
3.
Yeah.
I suggest you change jobs, kid. How... How do John?
Hello, Alan. I was just wondering, how do you gain your 7-second delay back?
By an electronic device that I don't understand.
Oh, very good. Also, it is Andrew that's 40th line to on.
Thank you. How do Nick?
Hello, and I was wondering, how come you criticise people for saying right and you know and you see, but you say I'll do at the start?
Because I want to, and I make the rules.
Oh, that's not fair, is it?
Who said it had to be fair?
Me.
Well, you're not running it, so what you say doesn't count.
But don't you think that's double standards, really? I mean, it's not really-
Absolutely.
Oh, you're wrong, really.
What do you mean? Are you telling me it's not double standards?
Oh, it is double...
Well, I answered the question, now you're telling me I'm wrong. What do you mean I'm wrong?
I'm saying you're wrong to set double standards.
Oh, I may well be wrong to set double standards, but I don't set out to be right.
But why do you criticise other people if you make a
Because I
mistake
feel
yourself?
like.
Pardon?
Because I feel like. I do what I like. If nobody else likes it, that's tough.
Well, it's not fair to use that...
I never said it was going to be fair, you garmless pillock. I do what I feel like. If you don't like it, listen to something else. Listen to Radio City and that cretin Kevin Keating.
Well, I'm not a scouser, though.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Well,
Listen to anything you like. I mean, there's some garbage on Radio 2 at the moment. Listen to that foul, disgusting crap that they're spewing out. If you don't like this, I don't give a toss. Hello, Sean.
I'll do well. Alan.
Shouldn't you be in bed, little boy? Hello, Craig.
Showbiz. That's the answer. What's brown and goes on stage? Showbiz.
Well, we're very pleased to hear it, Craig.
I think it's delirious, mate.
C60, C90. Stop condensation with a dehumid...
Hello, Neil.
The moment collection brought to you courtesy of Neil.
How do Jack? Well, your name was Jack, not Cat. How do line 1, 2, sorry, John. Jock, not
Hello?
John. Hello, Jock.
Hello, Alan. I want to talk to you about... I was driving down the road the other day, and there was a Porsche parked up on the side, and I banged one of... There was a Porsche parked...
Porsche, a Porsche motor car.
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
And I hit one of the wings. Now, I give him my licence number and everything, and he got back to me, and he actually hired another Porsche for about 3 weeks. And he's charging me £25 a day on the insurance for the Porsche. Now, the insurance company won't pay up and said that they're not liable. But on their policy, it does say fully comprehensive. Now, he is at the moment asking £1,500, which I haven't got. Is there anything I can claim against this?
Why does your insurance company say they're not liable?
Well, they won't give any reason. They said they're not anything to do with claims for that. They said they'll pay for the car damage, which is only about £100.
Have you got a copy of your policy?
Yes.
What does it say on your policy?
It says fully comprehensive.
In that case, you haven't got a policy. What you've got is a production slip, the statement of insurance. Have you got a copy of your policy? It's a rather...
Do you know what car was voted best buy out of 90 family vehicles by Which Car magazine? The Fiat Regatta. And right now you can step into a brand new Regatta from Lucas Grosvenor for only £99 full deposit plus 0% finance. That's right, 0% finance. Ask for full written details. Call into Lucas Grosvenor at Ribbleton Lane, Preston today, and they'll explain exactly why Which Car magazine chose the Regatta as best buy.
Lucas Grosvenor, first for Fiat.
miss Blackpool's Hounds Hill Shopping Centre Hair and Fashion Show. Come and view the fashions between 11 and 4 and meet Sally Moon from 4 at the Hounds Hill Shopping Centre, Blackpool, Thursday, April the 24th.
If you go down to the docks tonight, you're in for a big surprise. Today's the day and tonight's the night the Manxman will open your eyes.
Come on down on April the 25th and see what's aboard the Manxman. 8 or 80, you'll have a good time. The Manxman's open day and night in Preston's Dockland Marina, and there's plenty of free parking.
That's a beautiful lounge suite, TC. Where did you get it?
At Victoria Furnishings, alongside the bus station in Cleveland.
Hello, Melvin.
I think you ought to know I'm feeling very depressed.
Well, gas yourself. I'll do line 4. Ben. Can't hear you, but even if I could, I'd want you to go to bed. You're far too young. I'll do Andrew.
Allan, I'd like to state an opinion, please. I don't agree with sympathy given to black people by the British, etc., and other European people.
I don't want anyone to give them sympathy. They're not less than us. They don't warrant sympathy. They are equal.
Yes, I agree with this.
Good. How do Mike?
Hello, Allan. Could you answer me a question, please?
No. That's the answer. How do John?
Hello, Allan. Education. Subjects. Maths, geography, weather, history, nature and biology. You know, all these can be assisted by keeping pigeons.
I'm sure they can. But do we care?
Well, I'm just saying, you know...
How is keeping pigeons, or how is your mathematical ability enhanced by keeping pigeons?
Well, by the study of velocity and distance. The calculations of it, and the speed that the birds...
But you won't be able to calculate it if you don't know mathematics.
No, but it can help you. It can educate you.
No, it doesn't educate you. It merely gives you some practice. And whilst I accept that such mathematical calculations are practice, they don't actually teach you to do them.
No, but they could use them in school for that.
They could use them in school, but that isn't a reason for keeping them, because they could use awful lot of other things too, such as aeroplanes, or runners, or walkers, or motor cars, or scooters, or fish in a tank, or how many do you want?
True, but like I said...
So it doesn't actually educate you in mathematics, it merely gives you some practice.
But they cover, you know, like I said, there's half a dozen subjects.
Yes, we do know. Well, go on to the next one then.
Well, geography.
Geography.
You know,
how do they help in geography?
The lay of the land, where you send them, you know, what type of country did you send them to?
But you can do that anyway. But you can do that anyway.
Yeah, true.
So the pigeon doesn't contribute to it at all. It merely adds a small amount of interest. And if you're not someone that has any interest in pigeons, I suggest you that doesn't have any interest at all. So let's just go on to the next one.
Weather.
Weather. How do they help with the weather?
Well, you have to study the conditions, the weather conditions, before you send a bird.
But of course they don't teach you that, the pigeons, do they? You have to learn it from school.
This is what I'm saying.
Well, people can learn about weather without ever meeting a pigeon, or keeping a pigeon, or even knowing that a pigeon exists.
I'm not arguing that point, Al.
So indeed, they don't contribute to your knowledge about weather either. They once again provide you with some area in which to practice. Would you like to go on to your next one?
Correct. History.
History. Now, how are they going to contribute to history?
Well, there's one or two had VCs.
Yes.
During the war.
So you can learn that historical fact from somebody else, but not from a pigeon.
No, not from pigeon, but by studying pigeons you can.
So learning
that
a pigeon won the VC is knowledge of a historical fact. One wonders whether it has any relevance, and one wonders how many O-levels you would get for knowing it, but I doubt that you would get any. What is the next one?
The nature.
What nature?
Nature in general.
What do you mean, nature in general?
The food that it eats, that, you know, you appreciate birds.
Indeed, I am prepared to accept that they could make a valid contribution to one's knowledge about pigeons, and even other birds. And if you teach that a bird lives like this in the generic sense, a pigeon is a good example. I'll give you that one, but of course a chicken or a sparrow or many other birds would also contribute to that. So given that the pigeons we're talking about don't live a natural lifestyle, one has to question that ability, do we not? I mean, learning that a pigeon lives in a hutch is no great advantage in any knowledge for any other bird, such as a robin, a sparrow, a starling, a shytalk, or any of them, because, of course, they don't live in hutches usually. However, do go on to the next one. I'm intrigued.
Right, and the other one is biology, the last one.
Biology. Well, I'm sure if you defeather it and chop it up, it will be very useful.
No, I don't mean that type of biology.
What biology do you mean?
You know, I'm on about, like, primary children, you know, the study of biology itself. Reproduction. That's it. I'm talking about.
but they can learn that from any other creature. It still isn't a good reason for keeping a pigeon.
No, but there's
only one reason for
keeping.
There's only one reason for keeping pigeons, and that is a desire to keep pigeons.
True. I can't argue against that.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Thank you very much.
At least you didn't put me off tonight.
Not yet.
Oh, by the way, how old did you say Shirley Temple was?
I thought she was 46.
I think Mary's coming on later to tell you different.
Okay, we look forward to talking to Mary. I'll do Pete. I'll do Stephen.
Hello, Alan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a bit of a problem here, right?
A problem here?
Sorry?
A problem here?
No, I've got a problem at this end.
Oh, here?
Yes.
I thought you said a problem here. I was going to say you need the ear, nose and throat clinic. Never mind, go on.
Yeah, right. So, I was in this accident, right, this car accident. Now, on my insurance, it states that I can claim. But the insurance have said to me that I can't claim off it now. And I'm a bit stuck, if you know what I mean, because I'm unemployed, I've got a kid, and a bird, like, you know. And I
Kid and a what?
A kid.
Yes.
And a female woman.
A female? Oh, yes. You own a female?
No. Well, I do in a way, and I don't, you see.
You don't at all, allow me to tell you.
I don't. Well, why is it then, right? If I don't own them, they class me as a common law husband.
Well,
common law wife, right? You know
no husband owns his wife.
Sorry?
No husband, be it common law or normal, owns his wife.
Alright then, yeah. Well, this insurance business, right? Now, I've rang him up, and I've had words with him, and he says he's only grazed his leg and broke his thumb, right? But I got a letter off his insurance brokers to state that he's broke his leg now.
Well, what is the problem? What are your insurance companies saying? They're not paying out because he's lying?
Well, they're not paying out, you see, for my car. And my car is absolutely cream crackered, you see.
Well, why are they not paying out for your car?
Because they said it was your fault, but it weren't my fault, you see.
Well, how do you know?
How do I know? Because I was driving the car winner.
Well, is anybody being prosecuted?
Nobody's been prosecuted yet.
What sort of insurance do you have?
What sort of insurance? Car insurance.
Yes, that seems reasonable. What level of insurance do you have?
Fully com, I think.
You think? You don't know?
I think it's fully com, yeah.
You think? Well, when you found out, would you like to ring me back and we'll consider the problem again, because it's rather an important point. Hello, Pete.
Hello, Allan. The other night, I was tuning around the FM, and Monday night, wherever there wasn't a radio station, there was this woman reading out these numbers all the time, and it was all across the FM waveband.
What numbers were they?
I don't know, they were just numbers.
Were they in German, by any chance?
No, they were English numbers, but this woman seemed to have a funny accent. It wasn't purely English, it was a bit of European, but it was English.
It may well have been a woman called Magdeburg Minnie. You've never heard of Magdeburg Minnie, have you?
No, I can't say it springs to mind.
Then allow me to tell you that Magdeburg Minnie is a woman employed in the East German Intelligence Service, and each evening she broadcasts on a very broad band with a list of numbers read in English, but because she's East German, it's a sort of clipped Teutonic accent.
Oh,
and this list of numbers, correct me if I'm wrong, comes in blocks of 5.
Well, no, that's funny, that. It was something like that.
In that case, it is a coded message to their agents in Western Europe.
Oh, and I suppose she wouldn't broadcast at the same time every day then, would she?
No, she wouldn't.
Oh, I explained why I haven't heard it since.
The numbers that she was broadcasting are on what is known as a one-time pad. And the agent in Western Europe will refer to his pad of codes and decode that message, and then destroy the pad.
So this was...
Or the page of the pad.
Well, this was across the whole FM, so she'd be doing that, would she?
Well, she doesn't normally broadcast over the whole of the FM, but it may have been a message that needed to be got to a lot more agents than normal, and of course not every agent has the normal transmitter, as it were, transmitter receiver, shortwave band receiver, so they probably broadcast it last evening, or whenever it was, because they had to notify an awful lot more agents than normal.
Well, how then, if everybody knows about it, you know about it, then presumably the police will know about it, and whoever controls the radio waves will know about it. How come they don't do something?
Well, first of all, nobody controls the radio waves. In practical terms, it isn't possible. It isn't of any concern of the police, and more importantly, the fact that it happens is general knowledge within those that need to know, General Communication Headquarters in Cheltenham, I'm sure will be well aware that it's taking place.
Yeah. Oh, thanks a lot, Allan. You've been a great help. Thanks, okay. That's
All right. Magdeburg Mini. I remember her well. Good grief.
Red Rose Radio.
Attention all Leyland vehicle employees and families. Station Garage, Leyland, Dutton Foreshore, Preston and Hall Motors Chorley offer on a first-come, first-served basis a limited stock of unique special Austin Rover cars. This is a scoop purchase of 86 specification Metros, Maestros and Rover 213s, all at 0% finance. With Metros at $29.53 per week over 24 months, these are unique bargains with 0% finance and can only be offered to Leyland employees and families. By Dutton Foreshore, Preston, Hall Motors of Chorley and Station Garage, Leyland. Open 7 days a week. Tommy Ball of Blackburn will open his Antiques and Collectors Fair very shortly in his architect-designed House of Seville. There's 30,000 square feet of space at low rents for prestigious and quality goods only, and free private car parks for easy loading and unloading. For further details, contact Tommy Ball's House of Seville on Blackburn 673366. That's Blackburn 673366.
Don't miss Act One's production of the musical Sweet Charity at Preston's Charter Theatre from April the 29th to the 3rd of May. Sponsored by MPH Facina Windows of Preston in association with Red Rose Radio, Sweet Charity is the hilarious story of a warm-hearted girl who gives her love and her money to the wrong man every time. Set in New York during the swinging 60s, this musical experience includes such great songs as Hey Big Spender and If They Could See Me Now. Tickets are available from the Guildhall Preston, priced at £2.50 and £3, with reductions for senior citizens, children and parties of 10 or more. Get your tickets today.
Congratulations, by the way. I'm not supposed to comment on the ads, but to hell with it. I'll go to jail if I have to. Congratulations to Tommy Ball. He's apparently come out of retirement to relaunch House of Seville. And I, for one, wish him well and wish Blackburn Council would grow up. However, Tommy, if you're listening, good on you. How do Vic? Vicky,
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello, Alan. I want to know what you think about the GCSE exams.
Well, I can't think anything about them. They haven't taken place yet.
No, but do you think they should, or do you think they should keep the O levels?
I don't really think it makes any difference.
Oh, all right. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. How do Paul?
Good evening, you short, fat cretin.
Yes?
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very good.
Is that it? Well, it seems he has nothing else to say. Hello, Chris.
Hello, Alan. Could you tell me if you've ever been to Leyland before?
Before when?
In the past.
Before in the past? Do you mean, have I ever been to Leyland?
Yes.
That is the answer.
Yes, you've been.
That's true.
Yeah. Are you planning on ever coming through again?
I think there's a faint possibility. Why?
Ah, jolly good. Well, when was it you last came?
Why do you want to know?
Just curious.
Well, I won't be in Leyland tomorrow, but I will be in Rawtenstall, which is a far more easterly place as far as I'm concerned, and therefore better, because I prefer the east to the west, but we all have our preferences. I'm going to be at the Road Show, Red Rose Radio Road Show, with John Foley doing the biz, and me at Do It All. Brockholt Way, Bake-Up Road in Rawtenstall, 10:30 tomorrow morning. Why don't you come along and say how do, and maybe even have a chat. I'll also be sticking my nose into Dave Lincoln's programme, Over the Magical Electronic Airwaves, and saying a few words to Mr. Lincoln. As I said earlier, destroying his career completely, no doubt. However, Do It All, Brockholt Way, Bake-Up Road, Rawtenstall, tomorrow at 10:30. How do Wilf? Woo! Wilf has gone. Who's on line 6? Alice? Oh, I'm sorry, Wilf, I was on the wrong line. Are you
Bulb
there?
and Owen.
What?
Bulb and Owen.
Bulb and Owen. Sounds like a garden centre, doesn't it? How do Audrey?
Hello. I just called you a cretin. I was wrong. What I want to know is now, who is ninth to the throne?
I've no idea.
Well, as it's the Queen's birthday week, I hoped you would know.
Why? I don't give a toss about who's
Well,
ninth to the
I'm
throne.
really curious. You should really be a royalist, and I wanted to
Why
know...
should I be a royalist?
Well, I assumed you were an intelligent person.
Are you suggesting that just because I'm intelligent,
You
on
would
your
follow the
assumption...
line of succession.
But you suggested that because I am, in your view, or in your assumption, intelligent, I should be a royalist.
That's
but
right.
There is, of course...
But all intelligent people are royalists.
Is that the definition? Is
Well,
that how
I
you...
think so.
Well, perhaps what we're saying then is that on the definition of Audrey, intelligence is measured on a quotient comparative to your love or otherwise of royalty.
That's right.
So anyone who is not in favour of royalty is unintelligent.
But I desperately need to know who is ninth in accession.
But Audrey, are you intelligent?
I certainly am.
Well, if you're intelligent, by your own definition, you must therefore be a royalist.
That's very true.
And if you do not know who is the ninth in succession, then you're not a very good royalist.
Well,
so does it therefore follow on the equation that you're not that intelligent?
Well, I can tell you who is ninth in accession.
Then why are you asking? That proves to me that you're a total buffoon if you're asking questions.
Proof.
Well, you won't get proof from me, will you? Perhaps you need Burke's Peerage, which I think is an ideal name for a book that you're going to refer to.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure, madam. Goodbye.
Good night.
And you too. John.
Hello, Alan. I'd like to talk about Preston North End's plastic pitch.
Would you indeed?
Yeah, well, I think it's unfair for smaller teams in the 4th Division for next year to play on this pitch because they haven't had the...
You're making a very grave assumption there, John. It may not affect 4th Division teams at all. They may not be in it.
Yeah, but...
So let us find out who it's going to affect before we start worrying.
Yeah.
It may affect the occasional non-league team.
Yeah, but...
Like GEC United may be pinged off by it.
Yeah, but...
Oh, dear.
Yeah, but this plastic pitch, it's unfair though on other small teams because they won't have experience or anything on it.
Well, it won't really matter, will it?
Well, why not?
Well, they've never been able to beat anybody on grass. So I very much doubt they're going to beat them on plastic either. It'll just be a different place to get stuffed.
Well, I seen them like a draw of the night with Burnley.
Wow! A draw? How astounding. Listen, the crap, it doesn't matter what they play on, they'll still be crap.
Oh, they won't.
Well, fine, they won't. I'm not bothered. I'll do to David.
David.
Yeah, hello, David. Turn your radio off, David. That's how the programme works, my garmless little cretin friend. I'll do Craig.
Hello, Allan. Could you tell me what regiment you were in Army, please?
Of course I could.
What was it?
I'm not telling you.
Why? You just said you would.
I didn't, I said I could.
Oh, well, will you not tell me then?
No.
Why?
I don't want to.
Oh, right, see you, Chief.
Ta-ra. I'll do Mark.
Hello, Allan. I'd just like to tell you that there are approximately 5,000 winnets on every piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Good. I'll do Matthew.
Yeah, do you know what the verb to chobble means?
No, and I feel sure you're going to tell me.
Yeah, well, you know when you put an aspirin in your mouth, right, and you don't swallow it whole, well, you just chobble it up, don't you?
I don't know.
No, but what other people do.
I can't speak for other people, I'm sorry, Matthew, but it's beyond me.
Oh, anyway, what character did you play when you were in Brookside?
A journalist, a taxi driver, and something else. And I can't remember what the something else was.
Oh, thanks. Did you know the way to a man's heart is through his belly button?
Yes. I'll do Barry. Barry appears not to desire to speak with us. Hello, Sean.
Hello, Allan. How come?
Sean, despite your great efforts, you've still got a piddling little voice. Go to bed, child. Hello, Shelley.
Hello, Allan.
Yes, we've done that. What do you want?
I've got a joke for you.
Oh, yippee.
Right, there were two Yorkshiremen in a field, and the first Yorkshireman said to the second, "Is it true what I've heard about you buggering sheep?" And the second said, "Yeah." And the first said, "Well, do you do it to male ones or female ones?" And the second said, "Female ones, of course. What do you think, I am, some sort of pervert?"
Thank you very much. How do Ben? What is the matter with you? Where are you ringing from, Ben?
Darwin.
Where? Darwin? Well, it sounds like you're ringing from Australia. You've still got an awful line. I'm sorry, young man. There's not what we can do. I'll do to Tom.
Hello, Allan.
Well, Tommy then. I'll do Tommy.
Hello, Allan. I'm phoning about the lack of facilities for young people in the northwest. Shall I go on?
You must.
Well, in these days, now, do nowhere open for young people out under the age of...
Why does somewhere have to be open on these light evenings? Why aren't you out as a young person walking, playing football?
Well, I do like walking, but it gets dead boring after a bit.
Well, walk faster. I'll do Tommy. Hello, Neil.
Hey, Allan. I was wondering if you'd heard about those 2 pregnant nuns going down the road.
2 pregnant nuns?
Yeah, and one says the other, but it doesn't seem
I mean,
right.
one pregnant nun is an accident, but 2 pregnant nuns, I'm sorry, that's irrational.
How do? Frank.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part. New York, these vagabonds.
I wonder if Frank Sinatra actually sounds like this when he's had a... Sarah! Go on.
Could you tell me if this would have played good yesterday, Wigan, would they got through?
I'm sorry?
If Wigan played very good yesterday, do you think they would have got through?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Would seem you don't know what you're talking about. Hello, Jason.
Hello?
Yes?
Hello,
Turn your radio off, Jason.
I'm talking...
Turn your radio off, Jason. Turn your radio off, Jason.
Turn the radio off?
Oh, well done, Jason. Nice of you to
off?
understand. Yes, keep going, Jason. You never know. You may
Hello?
get through to the idiot eventually.
Hello?
Right, what do you want?
Yes?
Your radio's still on, you lying little toad. Get off. Hello, Paul. I'm not going to wait any longer, Paul.
Huh?
What do you want?
Must you get paid?
What's it got to do with you?
Because I want to know.
I'm sure you do. I'm asking you what it's got to do with you, not why do you want to know.
It's got everything to do with me.
Why?
Because I want to know.
Yes, we've established that you want to know.
You got to tell me or what?
Obviously not. Is that all? Goodbye.
See ya.
Hello, Stuart.
Well, I don't like to talk about the Chigley riots.
About the what?
Chigley riots.
That's it.
Let it happen, bass player.
That's it. Seems the Chigley Riots are a crap group. Hello, Stuart. Hello, Samuel.
One after one by the star-dogged moon, too quick for groan or sigh. Each turned his face with a ghastly pang, and cursed me with his eye. 4 times 50 living men, and I heard no sigh nor groan. With a heavy thump, a lifeless lump.
Samuel, why don't you pick off home? And that even rhymes. How do, Carrie?
Hello?
Yep.
Alright, Dave, she's
What do you
gone
want?
away.
Well, we don't care whether she's gone away, whether she's dropped down dead. We want to know what you want.
We just want to know if we could sing a record to you.
Sing a record? You can't sing a record, you sing songs, madam.
Well,
How do, Oliver?
Hello, Alan. In a recent chemistry exam, I would have got 75%, but the chemistry teacher gave me nothing because she didn't think I satisfied her sexual needs. What do you think?
Well, she's probably right. I doubt that you'll ever be able to do anybody's, Oliver. How do, Simon?
Hello, I bought a shirt from a shop, you said.
Why do you talk like a prat, Simon?
I'm not talking like a brat.
Then you must be a prat. Hello, Roland! He's gone. He was going to say, Kevin. But
learning CPR, and not for you, Richard, but for everybody else, you damn well should be. But if you're interested in learning CPR, then the best place to do it is in this coming week to come to the Rotunda in Preston. We start on Saturday. We're not there Sunday, of course. And then there will...
From when till when?
This coming Saturday, 10 till 4. I will be there at midday. The Mayor will be launching the whole project at 10 o'clock, and hopefully there'll be 1 or 2 personalities dropping in throughout the day. I shall be there at 12 for an hour or so, and you're more than welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay?
Good night.
Thanks. And that telephone number again, if you're interested, is Preston 550044. I'll do to nobody, because we're going to have a break.
Attention all motorists. Get 8 pence a gallon off Shell petrol and diesel at Middleforth Self-Serve this Friday, Saturday and Sunday. That's right, 8 pence off each whole gallon at posted pump price on Leyland Road, Penwitham.
Did you know that as well as offering traditional furniture, Richard Bamber & Son are now stocking new modern designs, manufacturers including G-Plan, Stag and Urquhart. Call into one of their open evenings on April the 3rd, 10th, 17th or 24th and enjoy cheese and wine whilst viewing the new ranges. See how Richard Bamber & Son's furniture range has changed at Friargate, Preston, near the Polytechnic.
Red Rose Radio, in association with the National and Provincial Building Society, are pleased to announce their Bride of the Year competition. If you're getting married after the 15th of June this year, we want you to write to us explaining where and how you met, your occupations, and why you're suitably matched, and also why you deserve to be the Bride of the Year. A recent photograph will also be required. Send your letter and the photograph to the Bride of the Year competition, Red Rose Radio, St Paul's Square in Preston. The closing date is the 9th of June, and the writers of the most interesting letters will be invited to take part in the final at the Wedding Fair, the Duncan Howells Hotel in Accrington on Sunday the 15th of June. Prizes include £250 towards the cost of a wedding dress from Prenuptia de Paris of Blackburn. Also a weekend for two in the Isle of Man, flying from Blackpool, courtesy of Jersey European Airways, and a weekend in the honeymoon suite of the Duncan Howells Hotel. Would you like to be our Bride of the Year? Well, send your entry off now.
If you're thinking of driving anywhere in the Thornton area, I've got some traffic information for you, repeated from about an hour ago. The A585 at Fleetwood Road South is going to be closed for the next hour or so. In fact, for about the next hour and a quarter, according to this information from the police. Apparently there's been an accident. There's a diversion, of course, between the roundabout at Fleetwood Road South and Victoria Road. So if you're anywhere in the Thornton area, try to avoid the A585 at Fleetwood Road South for just over the next hour.
Alan Beswick.
Howdy, Richard.
Hello, Alan?
Yeah.
I want to know if we can talk about the royal family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I disagree with that woman when she come on. She should support the royal family. Because I think that the money we pay them a week could go to the country and provide a lot of homes for the people that need them.
Well, the answer to that is yes, it could provide a lot of homes for the people that need them, and I, for one, wouldn't want to argue against such strength of argument. However, what we have to consider, and I don't know how many times I've got to say this to get it through to people,